What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my studios. So it seems like we got some brand new information on the upcoming Iron Man game. And let's just say that Iron Man, for the most part, is one of the most underrated heroes out there, in my honest opinion, because I love the character. I love Tony Stark. I think he's like the James Bond of the MCU, but done right in a sort of way. So it says Motive Studios says they have made excellent progress this year on Iron Man. Motive Studio will also be joining Battlefield, building out a separate team to work on the next installment of the series, which will be made in parallel with Iron Man. So it's obvious to me that they're gonna have two separate companies working on the same title of the same project, which it kind of makes sense because having one studio do everything alone, it's going to become more exhausting and frustrating because you want this project to get out in the best shape form. So honestly, Iron Man came out with the tie-in game that was based on the 2008 movie, but to me, having a standalone game that is not connected to the MCU is not only interesting, but I personally feel like it's a great way to do so. And to be honest with you, all of this makes a lot of sense if you ask me, because for one, there's a reason why Iron Man is going to be having the most interesting game, because it's not going to be based on Insomniac or any other company that does some good games, some bad games, but I trust that Motive Studios will do a good job on it, because if I have to do a research on it, I'm gonna let y'all know what are my thoughts on the studio and what games that they have created and what good progress that the studios has made on these bad boys. So for me, I've always been supportive of Iron Man, and I want to know how the studios is going to end up doing. So like I said, the only thing I can do is just trust the studios and see what they have in stores for us, because Iron Man is my guy. He is the GOAT, the absolute GOAT of the MCU and the comics themselves. So you know what? If the game is good, so are the comics. But for me, I gotta tell y'all this. New information about Robert Downey Jr. possibly coming back into the MCU as Iron Man, because he said it himself. He didn't choose Iron Man. The role chose him. So that means that he might come back in the MCU, because he is the perfect Tony Stark. So the only thing I'm not the biggest fan of is them bringing back dead characters. If a popular superhero that is beloved by so many sacrifice himself, sacrifice his life to save people, put others before him, if he died in battle, then he has to stay dead. That doesn't mean that he has to come back in every time. He will go down as one of the most legendary heroes of all time. But if Robert Downey Jr. wants to come back in the MCU, so now, I mean, like you said, you didn't choose the role chose him. But as for this game, I'm excited for it. I want to know, how does the studio handle such a big name in the franchise? So, what's y'all thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments down below.